Okay.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good.
So you've got this business, Prairie Outpost, and you're talking about trailblazer life. Do you live a trailblazer life?
Yeah, I do. And I think if I couldn't say yes to that question, I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing in partnership with you. Since I was a little girl, like, you instilled in me and you taught me to be gutsy and to take risks and to do anything, to make choices to learn more about myself so that I could know who I was and to make better choices for what kind of life I want to be living. And so, damn right, I do live a trailblazer life. I've made mistakes. I've brushed off and moved on because of them, but there's not one thing that I regret, because I've got thick skin and I know so much more about who I am, and I know what I'm passionate about, and I'm going for it. So yeah.
So have you always been creative? And like, how does that fit in?
Yeah, I think I have. I think I just remember painting Grandma Johnson's denim jacket with the fuzzy paint, and it's so tacky, but she wore it so proudly. But I've always painted, I've always made things, I've always just had this hunger for being a maker, whatever it was. So in terms of creativity, yeah, and I think coming into adulthood and learning all the graphic design and all those skills too, I mean, it's just, all these different mediums, I just eat them up. So yeah, I think I have.
And what makes life meaningful for you?
For sure, like the people in my life, and at the end of the day, it's that one of the big things is Prairie Outpost, because what you and I have created together is so inspiring to me, and that it just shows how, you know, the synergy of two people coming together, and especially being mother and daughter. Like, we've been through some hard shit and we've come out of it, and this business, it's just not a business, it's an extension of me, and I know it's an extension of you. And for us to be able to join these two worlds and to be offering what we are doing with Createbooking, that gives my life so much meaning, because it's not only feeding myself, but it's providing value, and I know how much this can change the lives of women who try this, and to me that just makes it so worth it. I am so excited. Yeah.
So in what ways, like what would you say to a woman out there who's looking at Prairie Girl Outpost, who's reading this about a trailblazer life, who's looking at it, like, why should she get involved, jump in?
Because knowing who you are and knowing what you're passionate about is one thing, but putting it into action is a completely different thing. And I think looking back at our create books, like, they are a visual representation of your biggest dream and my biggest dream together, and we have worked through and figured out what are our natural talents, what are our skills, what do we love, what do we want to surround ourselves with. Like, it's really like having, it just connects us to the biggest version of who we can be, and what woman shouldn't feel that. I think I know what it's like to not feel that from before, and it's scary, it's lonely, you can feel lost, and it's sad. And every woman needs more of this in her life, and it's such a simple process, but what it will bring to someone's life is tenfold. Like, it just brings that meaning, and you just look at your life and yourself in a new way. So
okay,
yeah.
And what do you value in your life right now?
What do I value? Freedom. It's always been freedom. I think that's why 9 to 5's never worked for me. I can feel like a caged animal when I'm sitting at a desk, but that's just me. But what do I value? I value the choices that I'm able to make through a business with you and in my personal life, and just to create an environment and a life that is fulfilling to me, that has meaning, but is also helping other people along the way, because it's one thing to learn something and then just to keep it to ourselves, but the world needs more of people who are sharing their stories and their special skills and talents. So
Okay.
yeah.
So you know that people ask us all the time, what's it like as mother and daughter to work together?
Oh, okay. It's horrible.
What's it been like for you?
It's probably been one of the, that one got me. It's probably been one of the greatest gifts in my life. I know that not a lot of people could work so closely with a family member, let alone mother-daughter, and I think what it has done for us as individuals and coming together as business partners, I don't know if every person out there knows what it's like to have someone who truly understands them and who has their back no matter what. And I know that you have my back no matter what, and that has gotten us through the really shitty times and the really amazing times. So in terms of significant events in my life and gifts, working with you with Prairie Outpost has been that. Yeah.